It's 8:15 and you're watching this South African Morning. Thank you so much for staying with us. Now, water and sanitation is a basic fundamental human right, and your access is guaranteed in the Human Rights Bill of Rights and the Constitution. And yet this right is being denied to thousands of South Africans every day. We're joined now by Eric Mokonyama from the Human Rights Commission. Eric, good morning to you and thanks so much for joining us. This is Chapter 2, nonetheless, in the Constitution that highlights the right to basic or rather clean and portable water. Why do you think government has been in contravention of this so badly?
You can't hear it both sides.
Hi, Eric. Good morning. We can hear you.
Good morning.
Yes.
Hi, Sidi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, continue.
Thank you so much, and thanks for the opportunity. Good morning to you and all your viewers. It is very regrettable that we find ourselves in this situation as citizens of the country. The Constitution guarantees the right to access to sufficient, clean and accessible water to all South Africans. And we unfortunately find ourselves in a situation where government, municipalities in particular, are failing dismally to ensure that this constitutionally guaranteed right is realized by South Africans on a daily basis.
All right, we also open the lines on 011-537-9431. That's 011-537-9431, where you can add your contribution to the discussion why government is dismally failing in providing a basic human right which is enshrined in the Constitution, that of drinkable water. Eric, again, just in your view, by the way, we shouldn't cloud government entirely. This has to do with water and sanitation and the entire value chain that follows there. Municipalities, I think, are the key problem, would you say? We heard in Tshwane that at least 9 reservoirs are problematic, and it doesn't seem like there's any immediate or urgency in dealing with the problem. Your view?
It is precisely the point we're making as the Human Rights Commission. We strongly feel that this was, left unattended for a very long time. You cannot have infrastructure for so long which is not being serviced. You are bound to have these kind of challenges where now we are, chasing our tails in terms of ensuring a continued water supply, and infrastructure continues, on the other hand, to fail municipalities as it breaks time and again. So it is more a question of lack of maintenance, in some instances, poor maintenance of infrastructure, which has led us to where we are currently.
All right, just a quick correction I need to make, Eric, and to our viewers. Humble apologies. So the lines are not open for this discussion. We'll open that for your reactions on the South African Police VIP protection incident that happened on the Johannesburg freeway. So the lines are not open, and humble apologies for that. We continue with Eric Mokonyama, the Acting Chief Operating Officer at the South African Human Rights Commission. What do communities do? It's one thing to have a document that protects your rights and you can refer to it, but when it comes to the lived experience, Eric, of accessing clean water, if that right is denied, what do communities do?
Basically, Cindy, violation of this right is violation of the law. So municipalities who are found to be violating people's right to access to water are in contravention of the Constitution and the Water Services Act. They need to approach institutions such as the Human Rights Commission. We engage all these municipalities as well as provincial departments and the National Department of Water and Sanitation, and where we have no joy in terms of them indicating what measures they are taking in terms of ensuring that they address whatever challenges they're having, we have no option but to go to court to litigate against them.
All right. What has been your success rate in litigating, especially to poorer communities who may not have the voice or the resources to take on government for this particular service?
It has been fairly good, Cindy. I think one great challenge with this, failure on the part of municipalities and the specific department is that at a particular point in time, we are able to engage, go as far as litigating, and the challenge is addressed and resolved. But because of the poor, unmaintained infrastructure, in no time you get the same challenge or challenges around the same, areas in terms of infrastructure. So it is a huge problem because we keep on going to and fro. One day, in a particular area in a municipality, the challenges are resolved. The other day, it's somewhere else. And even the project of providing water through tankering has been riddled with corruption, we are informed. So it is just a holistic challenge or challenge on the part of government in terms of ensuring that the right is consistently realized by citizens across the country.
Yeah, and when it comes to service delivery, we're just talking off air with Gareth that we're likely to see more protests as a build-up to the local government elections 2024, and this because that's the currency that poor people or those that don't have the resources have in bringing attention to their plight. Are we, in your view, also likely to see more cases coming to the Human Rights Commission?
Definitely, Cindy. And we must also bear in mind the challenges around access to water linked very closely to issues of electricity supply. So to the extent that we continue to have electricity supply challenges, we are definitely going to see more complaints coming in through to the Human Rights Commission in terms of access to water. And I think these are indications that most, if not everything, which has to do with maintenance and of infrastructure is really going to create or present challenges to citizens in the country, insofar as we have not had consistent and good maintenance of infrastructure in relation to those areas of service delivery. So we are definitely going to have more complaints as we approach the elections next year.
We really appreciate your time this morning, Eric Mokonyama. Thank you so much. He's the acting chief operating officer of the South African Human Rights Commission, just saying that, there's litigation that they have to embark on behalf of communities who've been denied a basic human right, that being access to clean, drinkable water. So